shall I just talk and play about a couple songs?
Sounds good.
Yeah. This is one of my favorite ones, which is an Advent hymn. And I played it for Romanowski once. He said, boy, that's German. Good German beat to it, and it's an old O Heiland, reiß die Himmel auf. And then I wrote the text for it then, you know. Oh Christ, come back to see your folk, burst through the clouds with one clean stroke, and for the glory promised us, surprised with joy those sleeping trust. And it goes on. It's got that kind of vigor to it, which I think is what I envision at least the Huguenots had when they really sang Walking Through the Streets. Then there's one, for example, that I wrote for my dad. Because at a certain point he sent me a card when my mother had fallen on the snow and had lain unable to get up for a couple hours. He happened to find her coming back from the fish market downtown, and then he just wrote me a card that said on it, Romans 8:28. That's all I got. You know, all things work together for good to those that love God. That was his way of saying, you know, it's okay, she's in the hospital. And so that text meant a lot to me. So this is really putting Romans 8:28 to 39 to text. We know that God works things for good with those who love the Lord. Each one God calls to servanthood has found that true reward. So I wrote the tune just to have that little syncopation in it at the end. What Queen Elizabeth referred to with the Genevan jigs, thinking it wasn't reverent enough really to have that kind of beat to it. Yeah, then I can't say it probably because I don't know the text that well yet, but Psalm 128, which is a Genevan psalm, and we've talked about this before, Jim, you know, these are ones which I wish could be sung correctly in the churches today, because at least I see them more or less as like Jewish. Got the kind of beat and rhythm to it that I think Genevan Psalms have, which people just don't know and understand about today. How to get them to do it, people wouldn't know music better than I do, you know, to try to get people to sing them with that kind of rhythmic syncopation beat, which to me is just really quite wonderful. I don't always think things have to be rough and ready, as it were. There's one here which Little Bethlehem, O Judah, what good news you bring. Out of you will come the ancient one as King. So it's very quiet. Your people suffer trouble, waiting for the child. After he has come, they will be reconciled. Then there's Old Testament texts, like the one from Micah or Isaiah, which again have good German tunes. I really introduced German tunes to the Psalter hymnal, which Inés and I often had when we were worshiping in Europe. And here's one too from Micah 4.
Okay.
One I don't remember. I don't remember it. I got.
Oh, okay.
That's right. I forgot I had done that.
Right. No,
Yeah.
it was very nice. It was
Yeah.
very effective. The contrast.
Yeah.
Did you want to mention a little bit about harmony?
Harmony.
We can cut that in someplace else, because I couldn't help but notice. But what you were saying,
Right.
the good German melodies were all fully harmonized.
Right. So I studied with Ina Lohr, who wrote the music for the Greatest Song, and her point was, you sing when you start to speak love or adoration or sadness or something intimate. And it's true, harmonic singing is something which was a later thing after the medieval period. And Luther too, and the time of Calvin, they often sang in unison because it has a kind of a forcefulness and solidity to it. And she would always say, and I believe that, is that it's okay to sing harmony for certain songs, but you have to first learn how to sing in unison in order to be able to sing in harmony. But especially Genevan tunes, for example, like here's Genevan 51, which I wrote this congregational lament for. That's something that should probably not be sung in harmony, because it distracts indeed from the sadness of the text and of what is the lead melody, if you will. It's true, this is Goudimel harmony, which makes it more precious than it really would have if you sang it in unison. But in some ways it's so exquisite, the moving from what we call minor to major in a way that still has a kind of a cry to it. He affects that very well. So I guess it's all right to sing harmony, but it makes it more artful than a direct plea or prayer or praise.